65. So he's at 35 strength, which means he's literally gotten 1 point of strength. Ugh. Okay. We're not going to sweat it too much. Alright. That center area there is where that damage tile path would have gone. There's nothing in there but monster closets. I want to use Flare once. I'm going to curse this. I'm going to try and curse him. Because I want to see if I can't get him a little bit of MP. Do we wanna... Nah, we're just gonna end it. Let's see how much experience you actually get with one casting of a spell against a rank 7 monster at level 1. Hey, he got a magic upgrade, though. I mean, that's good, right? So 2 castings would have done it. Not that I really care. Blink. And then we'll just melee these guys down. With flare. Some flare thrown in. Seven, 7, 7. Lucky sevens. Do I win the teddy bear? Apparently not. Here we get the wind flute. Unfortunately, not as overpowered as it was in Lufia. Green dragon. Green dragon. Green dragon. Hold on. Let me see what this guy's weak to. Lightning. Boom, 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 boom. He is weak to lightning. Alright. Let's do that again. Seemed to work okay. More intelligence. That's what I like to see. Yeah. The wind flute's kind of like that Gaia drum. It's reusable, but it really doesn't do anything, so why? Nothing to the right or left. I got high potions, might as well. Let's use them. Really? Fine. We'll kill you then. Flare's getting up there. Having double the attack power of the other spells, it obviously needs half the levels to do similar damage. I don't know about reviving the wyverns. We hatched a single one. Royal Guards. We're going to blink everybody. We're going to just berserk you. Great, now we're immortal. And now you die. $3,600, that's pretty good. That's pretty good too. That was like 58. And now we face the Emperor himself. Or not. Fight some more Royal Guards, because that worked out so well the first time. Not that Berserk really is necessary. Blink is, though. It satisfies my ego to be invincible to these clowns. $5,000 damage. Pretty good. Unicorn horns. Yes, you did. The Emperor is actually not that hard. So let's do Berserk. Blink. Let's do this. Well, dang it, Rickard. The Emperor does have some annoying spells, but not like that many. Let's just hit him with a holy spell. He doesn't have that much in the way of hit points. I mean, he's the Emperor. He's not... I'm assuming he didn't, like, get his position through, like, trial by combat or anything. Although he is a formidable magician. Kind of goofy looking, honestly, but... still a magician. By the way, the Emperor is rank 7. And he is dead. We murdered him. Punk. Emperor is a chump. That was an awful final boss. Generations, they say, huh? And we have a party. Apparently, many people means 6, because there's 2 people down there kind of dancing off screen. Well, to be fair, the Empire did kill like 90% of all the people in the world. With the Dreadnought and the Cyclone. Like a bunch of madmen. It's like, you call yourself Emperor, but you've got nobody to rule over. This scene goes on for too long. Leon, huh? Yep, if you hadn't guessed it, the Dark Knight is Maria's brother, Leon. With whom we have been looking for the entire game. Well, let's learn about Palamecia. Palamecia is referenced a bunch of times. Pandemonium. Like I said, there's a bunch of things that you will recognize if you play this game and then play all like the later Final Fantasy games. So let's go find out what Paul knows. He's helped us on this before. Alright. Paul, what you got to say, man? Well, so take note of the order that people died in this game. We had Scott die, then we had Joseph die, then we had Minwoo die. Now we're having Sid die. But Sid does not join your party. Yep. So, like, the final party in Soul of Rebirth, this game is sold, I don't care about spoiling it, but the final party in Soul of Rebirth is Scott, Minwoo, Scott, Joseph, and Rickard there. And it's just, I think that instead of Scott, it should have been, where the hell's my boat? Says it's right there. Okay. Instead of Scott, it should have been Sid. Because Scott dies first. Scott, it makes more sense for Scott to have Sid's role in the Soul of Rebirth, you know. In my opinion. I mean, who asked me, right? Nobody asked me. Nobody ever asked me anything. Anyway, we're never, ever going to use that boat again. Well, doesn't this fight just look peachy keen? So, on that note, Rickard is going to be the final party member in Soul of Rebirth. And Rickard is in your party long enough, or at the later stages of the game, to the point where you can really send him with some powerful stuff. All the other party members leave so early that they don't really... You don't have the ability to really give them anything other than mithril gear, you know. They go into Soul Rebirth with mithril gear. Rickard, though, you can pretty much send him in with whatever you want. And because of that, like, the question is, what do you send him with? There is several questions you can ask yourself. The way I have done it, basically, my choices are to send him with a weapon. Send him as he is. So the most powerful spear I've got, and then a shield, and then that equipment right there, because that's what he's going to be using. Okay? Or I could send him with a weapon for someone else. Do I send him with a sword for Scott? Do I send him with a weapon for Joseph? And depending on, you know, how you built your Joseph. You know, if you're going the fist route, you don't have to send him anything. If you're going if you're doing axes or something else like that, like I am, obviously you can send whatever. So for me, I could send a poison axe. If you were going daggers, because daggers are the easiest ultimate weapon to farm in Soul of Rebirth, you could send him a Ripper. Do I send the Blood Sword? Because Soul of Rebirth is quite hard, and the Blood Sword would make swift work of several of the challenges in that. I don't think it's required, and I'm not using the Blood Sword at all. So, your choices are, in my opinion, sending like he is with a shield. That saves you some money. You could send a weapon for Scott, which is not really a big deal for me because I'm going to use Scott as a black mage. So that would, but the weapon for Scott that I would send would probably be the Defender. And then you get, or you send something for somebody else. Anyway, so if this is the point in the game where you start thinking, what am I going to send? So while we have this, let's go to, I want to give him the life spell and the cure spell. It's one of those things where I probably will hopefully never have to use either, but having a couple of extra castings of cure is very useful. So I definitely want to have that for Rickard. Is it you? It is. Alright. Which one of you has life? Alright. Cure. Alright, well, apparently we've got to manually delete magic. So let's just discard this, and discard this, and discard this. And